don't stress your mind. We coming home tonight. To you.
Welcome to my class. My name is Teacher Hazel. What's your name?
My name is Danny.
Danny. All right. Danny, nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm fine.
That's good to hear. Okay, so I guess this is our first time together. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so since this is our first time together, let me introduce myself. Again, my name is Hazel, and I have been teaching English for quite some time now here in Max Talk. And aside from that, I love playing badminton and watching movies on my spare time. How about you, Danny? Can you tell me more about yourself?
I am a university student and
Mm-hmm.
I am a sophomore now.
Mm-hmm.
And my major is computer science and telecommunication.
Okay.
And my hobby is, I think, maybe singing, playing piano, and maybe reading, I think.
All right, that's good to hear. Well, thank you so much for sharing those things with me, Danny. Okay, so let me ask you, what are your reasons why you would like to improve more your English skills?
Because I have to, my I think my goal is to study abroad and to
Mm-hmm.
purchase for my master's degree in US. So I have to practice my oral English.
Okay, so you have to practice, you want to practice your oral English, okay, your communication skills. Okay, that's good to hear, right? So don't worry, you came in the right person and company. I will do my best to help you achieve your English learning goals, okay? And I would like to inform you that for able for me to assess your total performance during the class, I would like you to always answer in detailed and complete sentence. And I am recommending you not to be shy to ask questions or any clarifications during the class. All right? All right.
Okay.
Okay. So, how about this topic? Would you like to um study this one, or you would like me to change this topic?
It's okay.
It's
Just
okay.
study
All
this time.
right.
Yes.
Let me show you another one. Just if you like, right? How about this? Would you like to study this one?
What's the topic of this?
This one. It's all about,
Environment? Okay.
yes.
I think this one is better.
All right. Okay. Okay, so let's have learn and talk, right? Okay, so lesson number one, in environmentally friendly center. Okay. All right, so can you describe what's on the picture?
They are a group of people and they are talking about something happily. And
Okay, all
is it,
right, that's good.
yes.
So it's a group of people, right? They're having a conversation, right? So they're discussing something. Okay, now let's move on to part one. Let's have warm up. Now, do you think it is important to protect the environment and why?
I th- I totally think it is important to protect the environment. And um, the first reason is I think it is not good. It is not only good for only one person or for only one country, but it is, I think, a really good. It is a really good thing for the whole world because actually environment is the the environment of our Earth. So actually, it will influence every countries, I think. And if we treat our Earth badly, like we pollute it or we contaminated a lot of places, I think it will influence all over the world, because I think the resources is limited, and if we just destroyed or devastated them, I think it will not good for us, and also it will not good for our descendants. And secondly, I think maybe protect the environment. Protect the environment.
All
What's the
right.
I
Okay.
think yes, protect the second reason is to develop a habit for human beings. Like if you just have this kind of awareness of the importance of protecting the environment, I think if you have that in mind, uh, you will treat our Earth you will treat our Earth better, and I think that is also a way to improve our environment. So that is really that is the second reason. Okay.
All right, that's amazing, right? Okay, so I agree with you, my dear. Okay, so the environment is the most important resource for life, right? So we get water, power, and oxygen from the environment. So it helps to clear pollution and enlarge habitat for animals, right? So not just for humans
Yes.
but also for the animals, right? So Earth is getting polluted by poisonous gases and foams made by cars and factories, right? Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so a clean environment is essential for healthy living, right?
Of course.
Of course. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Let's have this. Now, but before we read the text, let's learn the words and expressions. Okay, so is it really small? I mean, is it too
It's okay
small?
for
It's
me.
okay. Okay, all right. Okay, so can you read the first one?
The first one is a new environmentally friendly center. Also eco-friendly, not harmful to the environment. And the example is bike sharing is a fun, easy, environmentally friendly or eco-friendly way to explore a new place.
All right. Okay, so
Okay.
example sentence. Can you read the example sentence?
Yes, bike sharing is a fun, easy, environmentally friendly or eco-friendly way to explore a new place.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so friendly can be used at the end of the word. So words to mean not harmful. Okay, so
Yes,
number
yes.
two.
Number two is practical ideas on how to save energy.
Mhm.
And the example sentence is the whole world talks about this problem, but very few have a practical idea on how to do it.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Okay, how about number three?
The third one is local residents can come to the center. And the example sentence is the local residents were angry at the lack of parking spaces.
All right, that's good. So there are words with similar meaning as resident, right, inhabitant, or citizen, like
Yes.
dweller, right? Okay. Okay,
Yes.
so let's move on to part two. So text an environmental friendly. I mean, an environmentally friendly center. Okay, so can you read the paragraphs?
Okay, so a new environmentally friendly center is opening in Portland Street. The center seems like any other normal office, but it has hidden surprises that you don't notice at first. This project is not just about the new building. The center's aim is to provide the local community with useful and practical ideas on how to save energy. It offers the opportunity for everyone who visits the center to create a lifestyle plan with an advisor. The aim of this free service is to help people think about the amount of energy that they use, and then to make a plan to help them reduce it so that they use less energy. Local residents can come to the center on its open day on Saturday, February 27th from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. There will be special tours of the building and fun activities. You will also receive a free energy-saving light bulb worth $12.
All right, that's good. And reading the text. Okay, so do you have any question about this page before we move on to the next one?
I think no.
No. Okay, let's move on here. Okay, so let's have part three. Now, retell the passage by yourself based on what you've read.
Oh my God. maybe I have to look through the passage again, I
Okay,
think.
okay, all right,
It's
okay,
for
okay.
several seconds or for a
Mm-hmm.
minute.
All right.
Um, okay, I think.
All right. Okay. Now, can you retell to me?
Um,
Okay, you can
okay,
also use
so
the hands.
use the hints, right?
Yes,
Use the
yeah.
hint. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So an environmentally friendly building is open now, and actually uh, it is a normal office, but it surprises the residents for it aims at providing practical ideas uh, for residents of how to save money, how to not save money, how to save energy. And they will also provide some advisors for the residents. And actually, it is an opportunity for the residents to have a lifestyle plan, and they will also they will also notice the amount of the energy local energy. Okay, so the local residents will also notice the amount of energy and how to save their energy. And they can visit the place on the opening day, which is the Saturday, and um, it will be a special tour. It will be special tours for the residents, the and the office will also offer a lot of fun activities. And if residents visit there, they will get a life-saving bulb. Okay, I think
All
that is
right,
what I remember.
that's good, right? That's wonderful on retailing the passage. All right, so for you, dear Danny, how do you conserve energy?
How do I conserve energy?
Yes.
I think first I will use some kind of special equipments. Like, do you know, actually nowadays we have some green energy, like
Mm-hmm.
solar energy.
Solar system.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, solar system. And actually it provides a lot of energy and we can use it in our daily life, like charging equipments for our phones. it can yes, in my country there is that kind of charging equipments, like it will absorb the energy from the solar system, and it don't need to charge by the electric energy. It will just absorb the solar energy and provide energy to charge your phone. That is green energy, and it will also save energy from our Earth, because actually electricity have to be provided by fire or by other kinds of energy, and it will also consume our resources. But actually, if we use energy from our solar system, it will not consume the resources from Earth, but from the solar system instead. And the second solution for me is to save energy. Maybe I think it's a habit. It's some kinds of good habits, like I will just close my lamps and close my light when I leave my room, or I will
Yes.
do what?
Uh,
um, I will also save water. Like if I want to take a bath, maybe maybe if I just turn on the water, it won't be that kind of warm. So it will be cold water, and um, I will reserve it in advance by some kinds of container, and then when the water turn warm, I will take my bath. Yes, this kind of ways to save energy.
all right, that's very good, right? Okay, so um, it means that adjust your day-to-day behaviors, right?
Yes, day-to-day behavior.
Yes. Okay. So to reduce energy consumption in your home, so you do not necessarily need to go out and purchase energy efficient products, right? So well, energy conversion can be as simple. I mean, can be as simple as turning off lights or appliances when you do not need them, right? So,
Yes,
so, uh, this is just in addition of your answer, right? So the behavioral adjustments that have the highest potential for utility saving are turning down the heat of your thermostat in the winter, right? Because you do have winter over here. Actually, we don't have winter over here in the Philippines. Okay, and using your air condition less in the summer, right?
yes,
Yeah, sitting and cooling
that
costs
is also
constitute
right.
nearly half of an average home's utility bills, right? So just adjustment of your day-to-day behaviors, so that's one thing that could conserve energy, right?
Yes,
Okay, all right, now let's move on. Do you have any other question before we move on to the next page?
maybe not, I
Oh,
think.
okay. Let's
Not
move.
yet.
Yes. Okay. Now let's move on to discussions. Okay. So, let's have 2 minutes each question, right? So, let's have number one.
I
What
think
can
number
we
one,
do? Yes. What can we do to protect the environment? So, what about the government? Okay.
so I've already told you about what
Yes.
I will do
To
to
protect the
protect. So
environment.
I will say something about our
The
government.
government. Okay.
Yes. Actually, our government will interfere with this kind of problems, and it
Yes.
will. I think the government, the power of our government is really huge. I
Mm-hmm.
think
Yes.
at least larger than the citizens in my country. Yes. So actually, they have done a lot of things. Firstly, I think they reduce the number of the cars on the road. Yes, like maybe there is a solution taken by the government that is they constrained the specific car, like maybe the car with the end number of 1 and 5, it will be allowed, it will be prohibited to drive on Friday, or like 2 and 6, they will be prohibited to drive on Thursday, like that, this kind of ways, and it will constrain the total number of the cars on the road. And actually, we have already known that the car exhaustion will actually cause a lot of pollution and contamination to our air, to our environment. So this is a great way to protect the environment. And actually, we also have the government also takes steps like planting a lot of trees, along the road, along the highway, along the expressway. And I cannot see you now. And actually, okay, this time is, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear
Okay,
you. I'm sorry, there is something wrong with my camera.
okay.
I was fixing. Okay, but I am listening to you earlier.
Okay, so yes, I've mentioned that our government will also plant a lot of trees on the road and on the expressway to, I think it's to absorb the noxious gases like carbon dioxide or nitrogen dioxide, like that's kind of noxious or toxic gases. And that is the second step. The third step is that our government will also propaganda a lot of things. Like they will, they will offer they will ask our citizens to do some kind of take some actions, like plant trees on a specific day, like a planting day or planting festival in my country, and the citizens will also engage into that kind of activities to protect the environment. So that is 3 steps taken by my government. Yes,
Hello. All right.
I finished.
Okay. Okay. All right. Your campus earlier. So, okay. So, wow, that was amazing, right? Okay. So, our government should find ways, right? Well, actually, they did, right? So they reduced the number of trips you take in your car, right? So we did that here in the Philippines, right? Reduce or element fireplace and wood stove use, right? We did that just to protect the environment, or to prevent the pollution, the air pollution, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right. So let's have the next one. Let's have number 2. How can we teach our children about the importance of environmental protection?
Um, Personally, I think maybe books and movies are a good way, I think. Yes, because they are educational. They are educational method for children, and children will also be fascinated by this kind of maybe we see method. Because I think there are 2 kinds of movies. One is um, if we don't protect our environment, what will the world be like? this kind of like 2012. I don't know whether you have watched that kind of movie before, but it tells us how our world will be like if we don't protect our environment, and it will be like it will be really devastating, like no people in the world. And that kind of movie, it will alarm people or alarm children to this kind of issues. And actually, the second topic of the film is um, there are also some kinds of film that's shooting for how to protect our environment. Like some kinds of documentaries, they will also tell children how can we protect our environment, like what can we do, yes, as a child. And this two kinds of films or documentaries are both good and educational for children.
All right, that's good. Wow. Okay, so I would search that movie that you've also watched.
Yes,
Right. So I
2012.
212. Okay, so because I've watched a lot of movies about the I mean not a movie, but a documentary film about the environmental, right? Yes,
Yes, yes.
not a movie. So I don't I mean I watch movie, but I'll just seldom watch movie. I usually watch documentary films, right? Okay, so I will try to watch that movie when I have time, right? Okay, so let's have. Oh, we don't have enough time, my dear. I really wanted to share with you something, but we don't have enough time. So, thank you so much, dear Donnie, for booking a class with me tonight. I'm really glad to have you in my class. I really enjoy having a class with you tonight. I don't have a problem with your pronunciation because it's really good, right? Okay.
Thank you.
And then you did very well in answering the questions. That's wonderful, right? Okay. And I really appreciate the way you convey your thoughts and your ideas, right? So just keep up the wonderful things you are doing, my dear. And I'm really
Thank you
sure
very
that
much.
you will be fluent, right? Eventually, right? Okay, so thank you so much, and I hope to see you again next time. Have a good night.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.